First of all, good morning to one and all. I am very much thankful to everyone being here today. Now I am sharing my presentation with all of you. Now in the last lecture we were seen that the different types of drilling and blasting equipment and their methods, right? So we have different types of drilling methods. First one is rotary drilling, second one is pneumatic type drilling, then precaution drilling, pneumatic drilling, auger drilling, or percussive drilling. So these are the various different types of drilling we can use to drill the hard rock for the purpose of tunnel constructions, right? Then what is the purpose behind drilling? We had a discussion about this also in last lectures. So only I would like to highlight this purpose of drilling. The first purpose of this particular drilling is verification of the geological interpretation, then to obtain more information on rock type boundaries and the degree of weathering. This includes sample for ore deposit. To supplement information on orientation and character of weakness zone, then to provide samples for laboratory analysis, then hydrogeological or geophysical testing, and in case of the major tunneling project, we required the investigation on major fault and weakness zone and also the groundwater conditions which percolate inside the working area. So these are the major purpose behind the drilling technology. Then we also seen in the last lectures the various drilling methods. So these are the 7 to 8 drilling methods we can use for drilling of the rock in case of tunnel, in case of mines, and in case of the high-rise building foundations. So the first methods we had discussed in the last lectures, that is mechanical drilling. We was seen that the different type of mechanical drilling and their uses. The first one is percussive drilling, rotary drilling, then rotary precaution drilling, and another type is thermal. In case of the thermal, we have different sub drilling, how the thermal is drilling process is carried out with the help of this thermal drilling technology. So first one is flame, then plasma, hot fluid, and then freezing. Then we have a hydraulic drilling, jet, erosion, cavitation. Then we have another important types of the drilling technology, seismic, high frequency vibration. Then we have a chemical microblast dissolution, then electrical. In that we have to use electrical arc, magnetic induction, and we have the laser and nuclear. Under this nuclear we have fusion and fission. So these are the drilling technology, and as per your syllabus, these first mechanical drilling is included in your syllabus, that is the percussive drilling, then rotary drilling, then rotary percussive drilling, auger drilling, and pneumatic drilling. So only 5 to 6 drilling technology is we are going to use to drill the appropriate rock in case of tunnel constructions. So also we was in that all these type of drilling technology, how we are going to drill the rotary crushing drilling. Then we have the drilling process in case of the tunnel. First the step of the drilling is first we have to select the drilling pattern. That is, after selecting the drilling pattern according to the shape and size of a particular surface, for example, if you want to construct a tunnel, then the first thing is that we should know the purpose of that tunnel. Then after that you should know the diameter. If circular tunnel will be there, so you should know the diameter of that particular tunnel, and if the tunnel is oval shape or rectangular, then width and the height of the tunnel. And once you have the knowledge of that dimensions of a particular tunnel, then we have to select the number of borehole which is required to excavate that particular rock. So again, these are the processes we have to follow in case of drilling technology. Blast hole pattern. So we have a hole pattern while drilling, a circular or rectangular, square or staggered, etc. Then the center to center distance between two drill holes. So this we have to plan number of drilling hole and the center to center distance between two drill holes you should know. Then the next thing is that we have to prepare the face of the tunnel and then marking of the hole, then selecting the drilling machines. We have different types of drilling technology. Already we have discussed in the last lectures mechanical drilling technology. Then we should know the drilling diameters. So these are the general steps we have to follow in case of tunnel constructions. Then in today's lecture, this is the most important project we are going to complete with this drilling and blasting technology. So I request all of you, please be a concentrations on this particular practical example of drilling and blasting technology, because as far as civil engineering concerned, if you have a, you can say, if you get in your future the this opportunity to work for the constructions of tunnel, then this technique is proving in your future, you can say, very important. And this technology if you use in your future, then ultimately you will be a good successful engineer. So I request all of you, please be a concentration on these particular live examples of the tunnel constructions with this modern technology, that is drilling and blasting. Then almost all you are knowing that what do you mean by the tunnel. So what is tunnel? The tunnel is a passage for the purpose of the transportations of vehicles, then transportation of railways, then we can supply the water for irrigation as well as the water for the domestic purpose also, and we can you can say discharge the sewerage. So this kind of the purposes behind tunnel. So what is tunnel? Tunnel are artificial underground passage open at both ends and constructed for these purposes. So reason behind to construct a tunnel, why one should go to construct the particular tunnel, right? So to avoid an obstacle such as mountain, for example, if you go from one side to another side and in between that there is a mountain or hill, so it is very important to us to cut that particular mountain and make a tunnel as in the form of passage for the transportation. Then to overcome a water obstacle, if there is a valley or river, below that river or valley, we can construct a underground tunnel. So this is another reason behind to build a tunnel. Then tunnel is constructed for the purpose of the military post, so that movement between them will not be visible for enemy, right? So these are the technology which is used by the military while the war going on. So these are the underground tunnel which is constructed for the military purposes. Then we have another good important, you can say, the reason behind to build a tunnel, that is the infrastructure like electricity cables, then water, then communication and sewerage to avoid damage and dispersion of above the ground. So these are the reason behind to build a tunnel. Then we have different types of the tunnel and tunnel constructions method. So in case of mountain tunnel, so if you want to construct this particular tunnel, if you see here, this is a mountain or you can say the hill, and this tunnel is generally constructed for the purpose of transportation of the vehicles. So these are the highway in case of any area where you want to construct a tunnel. So in front of this highway, there in between the alignment of highway, there is a particular hill or mountain, you can say. And if you want to construct this particular hill or mountain, then we have the technology for the tunnel constructions. The first one is drilling and blasting, that is known as D&B method. And another important, you can say, the tunnel construction method is tunnel boring machine, that is TBM. So these are the two the modern technology by which we can drill the tunnel in case of the mountain tunnel. So drilling and blasting, D&B methods, these methods, and the TBM method, that is tunnel boring method. These are the two modern methods we are going to construct the mountain tunnel. So these two methods are very important as per as your syllabus point of view, as far as the tunnel construction point of view, right? Then the another type of tunnel and tunnel construction methods, see here, shallow buried tunnel or soft soil tunnel. So while constructions of this type of tunnel, soft soil tunnel, we are going to use these two particular methods. One is cut and cover method and another is shield method. So while constructions is going on in soft soil tunnel or shallow buried tunnel, we are going to use the cut and cover method and shield method. Then another important type of tunnel is underwater tunnel. So this type of tunnel is used when in front of the alignment of roads or highway there will be a valley, and that valley is having ample water. So in that case we have to use the immersed tube method to construct the underground tunnel and the shield method, right? So these are the two important methods is used for underwater tunnel constructions. Then the most important thing is that you should know, once you select the see here we have the mountain tunnel. In case of mountain construction, tunnel in the mountain or valley, sorry, in case of the rock area or the hill is there. So we are going to use these two particular methods, drilling and blasting, tunnel boring machine method. In case of shallow buried tunnel or soft soil, these two methods are available, that is cut and cover method, then shield method, then underground tunnel, immersed tube method and shield method. So once you have the purpose behind to construct the tunnel, if you selected the tunnel for the highway in case of mountain region, so we have the two methods, that is the drilling and blasting method and the TBM method. So these are the equipment we are going to use in the tunnel constructions. The first equipment is crawler excavator, then second one is wheel loader, then crawler loader, then we have a tunnel boring machine, that is TBM, then immerse tube, then different types of drilling and blasting technology or equipment. Then the most important thing is that I would like to highlight here at this point. Once you select the construction methods, for example, if you want to construct a tunnel in case of the mountain region, so we have a two methods: tunnel boring machine and drilling and blasting machine. First you should know the objective. Then after selecting the after writing the objective behind construction of the tunnel, the second step is we have to you can say the select the different types of machine here. So in case of mountainous tunnel, we are going to use tunnel boring machine and the drilling and blasting technology for tunnel construction. So clear? Then we have the sequence of tunnel drilling and blasting. For example, if you selected construction of the tunnel in case of hill or mountain region, and the methods we have used, that is drilling and blasting, right? So what are the sequence in case of the drilling and blasting technology, right? Drill and blasting methods is mostly used for the excavation throughout the world. This type of you can say the method is used throughout the world. The method can be used in all type of rock, and the initial cost is lower than that mechanical method like TBM method, tunnel boring method, right? So these tunneling methods involves the use of explosive, right? So if you see here, we have the sequence. So with the help of this tunnel boring machine, we have this sequence. First is the sequence is drilling, then second step is loading, then after loading the you can say the explosive or detonators inside this hole, then we have to blast it. Then after blasting, then we have to give the proper ventilations inside the tunnel. Then the disloading, then whatever may be the excavated material with the help of the different type of machinery, wheel loaders, then what we are going to do, we have to then we have to do means we have to transport this excavated material to another place. Then we have the scaling means the you can say grouting of the inside of the tunnel with the help of cement slurry or with the help of the modern technology, and we are going to discuss this technology, that is the scaling, that is grouting of the inside of the tunnel. It gives the proper finishing surface to inside of the tunnels. Then somewhere we require the bolting, so do the bolting where the material is very you can say loose. So bolting of the rock is another important things. Then the survey means for the purpose of fixing the dimensions of this particular tunnel, we are going to do the survey. So survey the first step, then we have to drill. The first step, in this first step, what we are going to do first, uh, fix the dimensions of the tunnel. Then these are the drilling technology, drill and blast methods, right? Then loading, then blasting, ventilation, then disloading, then scale, then bolt. So this step is continuously we have to follow up to the end of tunnel. For example, the total length of the tunnel is 5 meter or more than that also, or less than that also. 1 kilometer, the length of the tunnel may be the 1 kilometer. So at the end of, we have to follow this sequence as far as concerned with the drilling and blasting technology, right? The first one is, the first phase is survey and the second one is drilling, right? So before the blasting takes place, the drilling rig bore the drill holes determined in advance in a blasting plan in the foremost front wall. So this is the foremost front wall of the tunnel, that is known as the working face, right? The more solid the rock, the more explosives are required. For example, these are the solid rock, not a hollow, and it is a hard rock. Then we require the number of holes, number of bore holes, and we require number of explosives also to blast these particular surfaces. A jumbo machine, this is a jumbo machine, right, is used for drill the holes in the rock face. So jumbo means it have the number of the pipes for drilling at a time. So these are the 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 arms, and this is required for sitting of the operator, right? So this jumbo is used to drill the hole in the rock face. This one has a 3 drilling arm and an operator tower. This is operator tower, right? This is operator tower. It runs the electric cable. It has, these are the, you can say, the electrical cables. A hose bring water through the drills. So another here we can see here, this is a hose, and through which the water is come at the drill bit. The water is required because when the drilling process is carried out, the drill may get hot, and the mucking will be there. Mucking means the removing of this rock from this area. So there will be a problem of dust. So with the help of this fluid, say water, due to which the drilling process is little bit, you can say, the fast. The drill are pneumatic. This type of drill is pneumatic. That means the drill bit both hammer and rotate. Broken bit of rock are flushed out by the water. Whatever may be the broken rocks are there, that may be the flushed out by the water. These drill holes are, see here, these drill holes are 2.4 to 3.6 meter long. So we can drill with the help of this jumbo machine. The diameter length of the drill holes is up to 2.4 to 3.6 meter long. The first set are straight holes, parallel cut, you can say, and located at the edge of the face. So this is a face direction, you can say. The edge of the face is in the middle. A second set, you can say here, this is known as the second setup, that is known as V cut, is angled towards the center. These allow the rock to be blown away from the face into the drift, that is tunnel. So this is a particular, you can say, the machine by which we can drill the holes. This is the jumbo machine or equipment. This one has the 3 drilling arm here, you can say, and a operator tower. Then this can has the capacity of drilling up to 2.4 to 3.6 meter long. So this type of technology is the first step while drilling, right? Then the second thing is that the different types of drills is used in the excavation purposes. So we have the percussive drilling. In case of percussive drills, we have jackhammer or sinkers, then tripod drill, then we have third one is stop hammer, then drifters, then churns or well drills, then piston drill and wagon drills. So here at the end of this jumbo drill, these are the different drill bits, you can say. So then another abrasion drills. In case of abrasion, we have three types of drill: blast hole drill, then shoe drill, and diamond drill. The according to the category of the rock, we can changes the drills pattern. Then we have another most important, that is fusion piercing drill. So these are the types of drill used in tunnel excavation. Then the most important thing is that after drilling, we have to load the different types of, you can see, the detonators inside that drilling holes, and we have to blast that particular area. So the process of breaking rock into a smaller piece by use of explosives, right? So if you see here, what do you mean by the blasting? Blasting means after drilling the hole, we are going to charge the different type of the chemicals, as in the form of, you can say, the different explosives, and this breaking of rock into smaller pieces is known as the blasting. So we have different types of explosive based on the chemical natures, as we use in the Diwali season, that is, we have different type of crackers. We can burn that crackers in case of Diwali season. Like that, this is the most important, you can say, the explosive we can charge into the drill holes. Then explosive based on availability. Explosive based on the availability. So types of explosive, chemical, and based on the availability. Then the loading and drilling, this blasting technology, see here, the drill holes are now filled with explosive. So this man is working here. This is a platform, you can say. The man is standing here, and these are the different holes you can see here, and these are the detonators or explosive. This man is charging this explosive inside this particular drill hole. Now the drill hole are filled with explosive. Detonators are attached to the explosive devices, and the individual explosive devices are connected to one another. See here, these are the electrical wiring system is there. All the explosives are connected with these systems to blast this particular rock. The holes are blasted in a proper sequence. So we have to follow the sequence while blasting the particular rock from the center outward. So first we have to blast the center portion and then the outward. So this is the most important, I would like to say here. While blasting this particular rock, we have to blast the center. So we have to set a time for these particular detonators. So first thing is, we have to keep in your mind while blasting the things, that is the surfaces. So we have to adjust the time, that is the time with the help of that electrical starter. So we have to set the time earlier for blasting of the middle portion, and then the portion outward and the side portion. Then, although more than 100 explosive may be set off one after other, the blasting sequence is completely in several seconds. The device should be not explode at the same time, but rather one after the other at a specified interval. So earlier I have said that the center portion you have to first blast, and then the outer portions. Only when the blast master has ensured that nobody is left in the danger zone and can be explosion be treated by the blasting machine, right? So while blasting this particular rock, the care should be taken while nobody is in between these danger zones. So we have to care while blasting the things, means you have to aware all these particular people do not go, because with the help of a flap also you have to aware the people the blasting is going on in that area, nobody is allowed to enter. So this care should be taken while blasting this particular rock. So second most important is loading and blasting. Loading means we have to charge these particular detonators inside this hole, and then with the help of the blasting machine, or you can say starter, you have to trigger the blasting machine, and the blasting is carried out. Then the third important, you can say here we have the different type of explosive based on chemical natures. So these are the high or detonating explosive. Process is extremely rapid, almost instantaneous, with the help of this type of chemical explosive. Then low or deflagrating explosive, another type of explosive is low or deflagrating explosive, low velocity of burning and produce pressure by progressive burning. Then we have the explosive based upon the availability, powder explosive and destructive explosive or dynamites, you can say. So these are the two explosive we are going to charge into the hole. First one is powder explosive. If you see here, the characteristics or uses of this particular explosive, that is slow burning, then slow acting and low strength explosive, then made either from the potash nitrate or sodium nitrate, and another type of explosive, that is destructive explosive or dynamites. These are available in various sizes and strength. Appropriate strength is specified as a percentage of ratio of weight of nitrogenous or to the total weight of the cartridge. So these are the two types of explosive we are going to charge into that particular holes based upon the availability. Then detonators. If you see here the definition of these particular detonators, the cylindrical metal shell closed at one end and having 6.8 mm diameter and 50 mm in height. The ignition of the detonators is done by blasting fuse or electric igniters. Falling is the required for electric ignition detonators, that is the electrical detonators, you can say. Then power source dynamo, then circuit line iron or copper wires, then electrical igniter compression, then supply wires, then line testing apparatus for or you can say the measuring bridge. So this technology I think you have seen in case of the irrigation well blasting. Those are having the well or the field, or those are having the farmer background, they can know the technology, this type of technology for blasting of irrigation well. So tools for blasting we have, these are the tools we are going to use for blasting: dipper, then priming needle, then tamping bar, etc. So what do you mean by the dipper? So it is used to drill the hole to the required depth. Then priming needle used to maintain the hole while tamping, and the tamping bar used to tamp the metal while refilling the blast hole. So these are the tools for blasting. Then the third step in case of tunnel constructions is ventilating, right? So after the drilling hole and charging the detonators and then blasting, the most important thing is that the ventilation inside that particular tunnel. So the blast causes the lot of rock to here in this area, lot of rock will be there throughout this area. Then dispersing cloud of dust that then mix with the combustion gases of the explosion, so that miners can resume work in the tunnel. The bad air must be removed from the tunnel. Due to the blasting, there will be a bad air due to the blasting of the detonators. and due to which the respiration is you can say respiration of the human being is very less. They cannot even stand inside that area. Therefore, the ventilation, proper ventilation should be there for proper working. So this is done by using so-called air ducting system. So this is ventilation is done inside the tunnel area. Working area is air ducting system or long steel or plastic pipes, right, which are attached to the roof of the tunnel. We have to attach that up to the roof of tunnel and blow fresh air into the working phase. So we have to attach this air ducting system or long steel or plastic pipe, and we have to remove the bad air due to the burning of these detonators due to the blasting, and we have to uh, you can say discharge the fresh air inside this particular area, and this is done with the help of this particular technology. This gives rise to the localized excess pressure, and the bad air is pushed toward the tunnel exit. So these things we have to kept in mind while ventilation. Then disloading. Disloading means what? After blasting, the different you can say the excavated material damp inside that particular area of the tunnel, and we have to remove this excavated or loose material to another place. So this is known as disloading. So disloading refer to the stripping away and removal of loose piece of rock which were not completely released from the rock during the blasting procedure, right. This working step is completed by a rough tunnel excavator. So with the help of this excavator, you can lift or pick up this material from this working area, and you have to dam this particular loose material on the other side. This is known as disloading. Then the fifth step is removing rubble. So after the loose piece of work have been disloaded from the working face of the tunnel, the blasted material, the rubble or spoil is out of the tunnel. The material is either loaded into the dump truck with wheel loader. So these are a wheel loader is working here to load this particular loose material, and we have to dump that particular material into the truck, and we have to replace this material or the another new position. During the constructions of this base tunnel, the transportation of excavated material mainly takes place with the help of this truck. So this is the step we are going to follow for removing the rubble from the working area of the tunnel. Then securing. Securing means we have to grout or finish the inside surface. As we have done this as in case of the wall plastering. So the same thing we have to do there for finishing inside surfaces. So the quickly drying concrete used for this purpose in a particular enable a cavity free connection for securing the mechanism of the rock. So depending upon the type of rock, a variety of securing measures can be implemented, such as wire mesh. So we have to apply the wire mesh on these particular surfaces, or tunnel arch, or even bolt. Whenever there is a loose rock, we have to bolt it with the help of certain bolting technology, which can be driven into the rock. The final method of for stabilizing the rock face is mostly rock bolting. So somewhere the loose material will be there, and it is needed to bolt that particular rock. So for stabilizing this particular face. Then a jumbo is used here to first drill the hole into the rock. For example, if you want to bolt this particular rock, then with the help of jumbo drill machines we can drill the particular hole to bolt. The hole may be 2.4 to 6 meter long. Next, a steel rod with a wedge threaded on the end is inserted into the hole. When it is placed, the rod is turned into that it pull out against the wedge, then forcing into the wall of the hole. The outside of the rod is secured with a steel plate and large nut. Then, interestingly here, the geologist and engineer at mine determine the spacing and depth of rock bolt required at the condition at the either. Under the poorest ground condition, it may be necessary to put steel arches in a place to hold up the wall and roof of the tunnel. In other situation, a steel wire mesh may be secured to the wall and roof to prevent falling of the loose material from the on the worker or which is working here. So these are the technology we are going to stabilize the this particular surface inside surface of the tunnel. Even when percolation of water will be there, so we have to use certain kind of surfaces or technology to avoid the percolation of water inside this particular working area. That is known as securing. Securing means we have to apply the nut bolt connection or even the cement grouting as a plastering, and even we have to apply the wire mesh. So these are the technology which come under securing. Then the next thing is that geological mapping, right? So geological mapping means what? The working phase is now freely accessible and the geologist has a few minutes to map it. In the process, he determines what type of rock is present and how the rock lies, right? That is whether they dip in a flat or steep manner, whether they are folded or even broken. He uses a spatial compass as an aid to measure the angle of incidence and the direction of incidence of the rock structure. At the same time, the strength of the rock, the reaction of the rock masses to the excavation process, and the mountain water infiltration are also documented. The mapping report created from these with sketch and photos serve as the basis for selection of appropriate supporting measures. So this geological mapping is very important. So this is about the things which are going to here I would like to say. Then the drilling pattern. So number of drill, how the drilling pattern should be there. Diamond drilling or cut hole drilling, then blast drilling. So I think the time is now for question answering, and I would like to take a one poll at this stage. So I am going to take a poll, then be a part of this particular activity. I am going to form a regular activity here. I request all of you be a part of this question answer. So which one of the following tunneling and construction method is used in case of mountain tunnel? So the first one is, which one of the tunneling and construction methods? First one is shield method. In the second slide we had a discussion about this particular methods. Then cut and cover method. Then third option, drilling and blasting method. Drilling and blasting method, and the fourth one is immerse tube method. So the fourth one is immerse tube method. Which one of the following tunneling and construction method is used in case of mountain tunnel? So which method is better? So if you want to construct a tunnel in case of mountain region, so which method is going to be economical, right? So I request all of you be a part of this particular activity. And simultaneously, if anybody is having any questions, so also I would like to ask this particular, if anybody is having, please ask the questions. We had a lot of discussion regarding about this drilling and blasting technology, and we have taken live examples also, how the drilling and blasting is going on for a particular tunnel construction, right? So if anybody is having the problem or questions, so ask your questions. So one by one, if you see here the sequence of tunnel drilling and blasting. First survey, drilling, loading, blasting, ventilation, disloading, then scale, and then bolting. So these are the sequence. If you remember this sequence, then you can attempt this particular questions, how the drilling and blasting will going on for tunnel constructions, right? Then ultimately we have these things we had discussed in the last 45 minutes. So if anybody is having the questions, please ask.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you said immerse tube method is also used for the mountain
No,
tunneling.
not at all. I am not said that the immerse tube method is used for. See here only in case of mountain region, only drilling and blasting methods and TBM method. That immerse tube method. See here, immerse tube method is used for the underwater tunnel, right? So immerse tube method and shield method is generally used for underwater tunnel, and the shallow or buried tunnel is there. That is the tunnel in soft, then cut and cover method and shield method. But in case of this, see here. So the most important thing is that the step by step procedure for the tunnel construction. So these two methods are is the part of your you can say the syllabus. First two methods, that is the drilling and blasting and TBM only. The rest of is not included in your syllabus. Those are interested how the tunnel is going on. If you do the project on this particular, the project is also very interesting part of your final. Suppose if you select the project for this semester, so this is a very good topic for your project also, because we are going to construct a tunnel in case of the Dhule, right? There is a Dhule Ghat. So if you take the live case study and do these particular things, then it is ultimately a good project for your this semester work. So I think if you see here, the yes, okay. If you see here, okay, drilling and blasting method is correct answer for this particular question. So today we will stop here. Thank you once again being a part of the today's discussion or today's lecture.
Their attendance